We're back down in sunny Southern California to hunt pigs at the Tejon Ranch. My buddy Kelly called and wanted to make the trip happen, so we didn't hesitate to pull the trigger.
Ready?
Do it.
We arrived Thursday afternoon, unloaded our gear, and headed off to see if we could glass up some pigs to kick this weekend off right. We weren't able to turn up any pigs after day one, so Friday morning we got back to putting the miles on the Jeeps and pickup trucks, and we're back behind the glass.
That's cool, man.
That's too far.
Oh, he's huge too.
This trip is a little different though. My dad, our good friend Jason, and his 13-year-old son Brayden will be coming down too. Brayden has hunted pheasant and ducks before, but this was going to be his first ever big game hunt, so we wanted more than ever to make it a good one for him.
I'll knock your frickin' teeth out.
Father Sunday.
With last lights starting to fade, we finally spotted the first lone boar of the trip. This pig wasn't going to give us a good shot opportunity this late in the day, but for Brayden to be able to see his first big game animal while hunting was awesome in and of itself.
That's about right. I did the same way.
After spotting that boar the night before, we were all excited and optimistic to get Brayden on some pigs. And it didn't take long for Damien and Scott to glass up 2 pigs real close to where we were the night before. Kelly and Brayden made off on their stock with our spotters across the canyon for guidance.
We've been looking all around. I haven't seen anything. That means he bedded down up in there. Yeah, I think there's quite a few in that ravine down there, and then kind of at the top of this ridge, next one over, real brushy on the other side. So there's not too big.
That's how they do it sometimes.
Even with having spotters across the ridge, those pigs were able to slip us into the thick cover of the bottom of the canyon. Brayden was definitely starting to have some fun though. The rush of a stock, failed or not, is like nothing else. My dad had to cut his weekend early and left around noon on Saturday. Jason and Brayden were also going to have to leave after tonight's hunt, so we hammered down and got back to glassing. And just like the night before, as the sun started to fade, we spotted another big boar. With time and distance again not working with us, we knew we wouldn't be able to get Brayden to shoulder his rifle this trip. But the enjoyment shown on his face from even being able to see pigs was enough for him to be hooked. It's day 4 and the last day of our hunt. We knew we had to turn it up and really get after it. We didn't want to leave here empty-handed with at least one pig for the freezer. Damien hadn't harvested a pig in over 2 years, so we knew he was due. The critters were up and moving, and you could tell that this day was feeling a little bit different than the previous 3.
Cool.
Making our way around the property to make sure we got eyes on every canyon and valley. We landed in a spot that just felt like it was going to produce. We made our way through the valley floor, and sure enough, we run into a big old boar.
Nice. Last day of the hunt. Didn't think we were gonna see anything. Rolled around, saw this big old boar. Perfect. 2 years, David. 2 years for you. Over 2. Not a bad pig, man.
As we did what we came here to do, I am reminded of all the other reasons why we hunt and why we call ourselves outdoorsmen. I'm reminded that time spent with family and friends and bonding over the accomplishment of a successful hunt can't be replaced with any other activity. I am reminded that the relationship between father and son is like no other. And I am reminded that this experience and this beautiful creation that we are able to enjoy can only be made by the hands of our Creator, God.